Adani Power cuts Bangladesh electricity supply by half. What's behind this high-stakes power struggle? When millions depend on the lights staying on, what happens when those lights are controlled by a business deal? Imagine waking up in a city where half the power supply has vanished overnight. For Bangladesh, this isn't just a hypothetical, it's a harsh new reality. This week, Adani Power, led by Indian billionaire Gautam Adani, made the shocking decision to cut its power supply to Bangladesh by 50%, citing unpaid bills that have been piling up for months. How did it come to this? And could this situation push Bangladesh into a nationwide power crisis? What's at stake? A staggering $846 million debt. Core of the dispute, money, and a lot of it. According to Adani Power Jharkhand Limited, the Bangladesh Power Development Board owes them a massive $846 million. For months, Adani Power had been urging Bangladesh to settle these dues, even requesting a letter of credit from Bangladesh Krishi Bank for USD 170.3 million, but with no payment in sight, Adani Power was left with what they call no choice but to limit power to Bangladesh. But why couldn't Bangladesh pay? And why are the bills so high in the first place? Higher rates, dollar shortages, and a rising debt. To add more complexity, the cost of supplying this power has risen significantly in recent months. Since July, Adani Power has been charging more, citing international coal prices as the basis. Under the power purchase agreement, the coal price is pegged to the average rates of the Indonesian Coal Index and the Australian Newcastle Index, two global benchmarks that have surged lately. And while Bangladesh had a temporary discount under a supplementary deal with Adani, that deal expired, pushing prices up again. Officials from the PDB say they have been paying as much as $18 million weekly, but with a cost now over $22 million a week, keeping up has become impossible. Without a consistent letter of credit, the payments have simply stopped. But why did Bangladesh agree to these terms in the first place? And could they have foreseen such a steep climb in costs? Bangladesh dollars is a hidden complication. Financial struggle is also tied to a dollar shortage in Bangladesh. Due to currency challenges, the PDB has been unable to secure a letter of credit through Bangladesh Krishi Bank, a vital financial guarantee that would assure Adani Power of future payments. Could the economic pressures facing Bangladesh have sparked this crisis sooner than anyone expected? Effects of the power cut are already evident. Thursday night, the Adani plant in Jharkhand reduced its output, resulting in a sudden power shortfall of over 1,600 megawatts in Bangladesh. While the plant has a capacity of 1,496 megawatt, only one unit producing 700 megawatt is currently running. This reduction is creating serious challenges for Bangladesh, which relies heavily on imported power to keep up with demand. If Bangladesh fails to resolve this, will they face even more drastic cuts? And how long can they sustain this partial power supply without significant disruptions? Timings, politics, and a new interim government. Interestingly, this standoff comes right on the heels of major political transition in Bangladesh. Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus took over as chief advisor of an interim government in August, following the removal of former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Adani himself reached out to Yunus in a direct appeal, emphasizing the need for immediate payment. Could the new government be the reason for the payment delay? And will Yunus manage to navigate this power struggle before crisis deepens? What does this mean for Bangladesh's future? For now, Adani Power has the right to claim recovery payments for idle capacity under the PPA, essentially charging Bangladesh for the energy it could produce but it isn't supplying. Meanwhile, millions of Bangladeshis face the possibility of an intensified electricity crisis if the dispute isn't resolved soon. The question on everyone's mind is what happens next? Will Bangladesh find a way to settle its debts and restore powers fully? Or could this be the start of a longer and darker journey for its energy security? The stakes couldn't be higher as both sides grapple with a solution that could make or break Bangladesh power grid. Thank you for watching TSW News. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more updates from around the world. We will see you next time.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel TSW News, news that reveal the truth, and visit our website www.topstoriesworld.com.